Hi guys, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to be working on a new crochet tote bag pattern, and I thought I'd bring you guys along just to kind of see how my process goes. So the reason that I decided to make a new crochet tote bag is because I have made one before, and it was a super cute mesh bag that I've been taking to the beach, and it's just not working for me anymore. So this is the tote bag. I absolutely love these colors. This is the Karen Cotton Ripple Cakes in the color Wildflowers. It's so beautiful. This is all one skein, but the only thing about it is because it is mesh, it tends to lose its shape when I put stuff in it, and I'm just really not the biggest fan of that. So here, for example, I just put my iPad in it, and as you can see, like, these bottom pieces are coming out. I've also just noticed that with a lot of crochet tote bags that I see online is that they get very stretched out, they don't keep their shape, and I really just wanted something sturdy. So that's what we're working on today. So here I have all my yarn ready already. This is the Hobby Lobby I Love This Cotton in the colors Warm Brush and Rosy 2. And the reason we have two colors of the I Love This Cotton is because we're going to double up our yarn to make it more sturdy. And let me show you what I'm talking about. So here's a bucket hat that I've also doubled up my yarn with. I literally use the exact same colors. But look, it is sturdy. It is not going anywhere. So I'm gonna try it out for a bag and kind of see, I love this hat, but kind of see if it creates the same sturdiness that I'm looking for. This yarn does call for a 4mm hook or a 3.5mm hook, but today we're going in with the 5.5 since we are doubling up our yarn. I do want this tote bag to be like a standard tote bag size, so like a 15 by 16. But right now we are going to make it a little smaller than the 15 inches in width to account for the increases we will be doing to make the bottom of the bag. I think this is long enough for now. Let's measure this and see where we're at. This is a little bit bigger than 14 inches right now, about 14 and a half. So we're going to take out a few chains and start working them around. And just so I remember what I'm doing, I am counting all my stitches and writing it down. So for this project, I was debating whether or not I wanted to do half doubles or single crochets, but I ultimately landed on half doubles because even though I want it to be stiff, I do want it to have a little bit of give, and I feel like, especially with my yarn doubled up, I wouldn't get that with a single crochet. Alright, I finished my first round, and this is how we're looking. I did add some stitch markers to where I did increases just so I'm aware for the next time I'm increasing. I was debating on whether or not just to keep going in the round or to turn my work and go the other way, but ultimately I decided to do the same thing I did with the bucket hat, which is to just keep going the same way I am. This is what the bucket hat looks like, and I really like how you don't see really any lines except for the lines I purposely did. I just think it looks a lot cleaner that way. So I'm just going to keep going with my increase rows until I hit about 15 inches in width. Okay, so I finished my last increase row and it's hitting almost 15 inches, so I think it's good. We're going to start now on the length of the body, which is just going to be regular rows of my half double crochet. And honestly, even though I knew that I was doubling up my yarn, I really did not expect it to build up this fast. This is honestly going pretty fast, and I might have this bag done in a few hours. Okay, I just did my first regular row and I folded it in half and measured it, and it's only hitting about 14 and a half inches, so I'm actually going to undo this and do one more increase row to try to get it to 15. Alright, so I've done about 3.5 rows of regular half double crochet since my increases, and this is how it's looking. I really like it. The only thing is it is a little bit smaller than 15 inches in width, but I still like it. I'm going to keep going with it. Alright, I'm a few more rows up, but now I feel like it is a little plain, and I gotta add a little bit of detail to make it not so plain. So I'm gonna frog a little bit and create a line, just like I did on the bucket hat. I'll show you guys that in a minute, to kind of make it stand out a little more. So here is the bucket hat. As you can see, I did a line at the very top of the hat and then at the bottom where I started the brim. And I feel like if I did that with the bag, it'll just make it look a lot nicer and not so plain, so we're gonna try that. Okay, I frogged, added my line, and done a few more rows. This is how we're looking. We're actually making good progress. The sun is going down, so I might have to come back tomorrow, but I did want to show you guys the line. And this line is literally made by doing a row of back loop half doubles. So this row above it is when I did back loop half doubles and it created the line. It is going well. The only thing I'm worried about is running out of yarn. I am a little more than halfway through the 2 cakes I have right now, and then I have 2 more cakes like you guys saw. But if I run out, I have to drive 45 minutes to my nearest Hobby Lobby. Okay, I'm just about finished with the first 2 cakes, and now I have to move on to the second 2, and this is where we're at. So I really feel like I am gonna lose yarn chicken and I'm gonna have to buy more yarn. So that's probably what I'll have to do tomorrow. But for now, here is the progress. It is at about 8 inches in height. Need it to hit 16 and then we'll work on the straps. Good morning, y'all. It is Monday now and I did run out of yarn. This is where I'm at now and I'm getting close, but yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to buy more yarn. So we're gonna head out to Hobby Lobby right now. So I just got in the car and Maps is saying it's only gonna take me 35 minutes. So hopefully that's true and I don't hit any traffic, but yeah, let's get to it. Alright, I just made it to Hobby Lobby and I have less than 30 minutes to shop and get out of here, so let's hurry up. All the yarn is 30% off right now, which is awesome because Hobby Lobby doesn't do any coupons like Joann does, so this is perfect. So this is my favorite section of Hobby Lobby because it is all the cotton yarn. They have such cheap cotton yarn and it is so good. So let's get what I need. I need 2 more of these. I need 2 of these. And I do want to make a secondary tote bag, and I'm kind of feeling like this color. I don't know if I should just do this color by itself or if I should do that color with this color. I really feel like they just give off like a jean denim vibe, which I'm really loving right now. Actually, looking at these colors now, they don't match as much as I thought. This one has more of a purpley vibe and it's not what I want. Okay, I'm also liking these 2 colors together, but I feel like it's giving fall and that is not what I'm looking for right now. There is 2 colors that I really like together, which are this brown and this brown. I feel like they're so cute, but they don't have enough of it, so I don't think I'm gonna buy it right now. But yeah, for now I'm done and we're just gonna go to checkout and I'll show you everything I got. Alright you guys, I'm back home and I got the goods. So surprisingly on this yarn trip, I actually didn't buy anything more than I needed. I literally only bought the yarn for this project, but what was also surprising was that Hobby Lobby was out of a lot of the yarn. A lot of the I Love This cotton yarn that I would have picked only had like 1 or 2 skeins, so I really just didn't want to do that. I would rather just wait until they came back in stock. So today we just got what we needed. I do feel like this might be a bit much, like I may not need 2 of each, but I just got it just to be on the safe side. Something I did want to talk about is the length of this bag. Right now it is 14.5 inches by 15 inches. Tell me why it looks longer than it looks wider. But even so, I'm just really not liking the length of this bag. I know I wanted it to be 15 by 16. I really wanted it to look like a classic tote bag. But actually looking at it now, I'm not the biggest fan of that. I'm thinking I should frog a couple rows and then just start on like the strap. I'm just not sure how far down I want to start the strap because I don't want it to look like a square tote bag. I put it up to my rainbow tote bag and as you can see, it's about, I don't know, 2 to 3 inches larger than the rainbow tote bag. So I'm thinking of just frogging it and then just completely starting on the straps. Okay, yeah, you guys, I decided to frog it down to this orange stitch marker, so I think that's about 5-6 rows. And while it is annoying for me to have to frog hours worth of work, it really is much more important for me to have a bag that I really like, because I swear if I didn't frog this right now, I would probably never use this bag, and that would be a waste of like the whole project and the yarn. But what I'm also liking about frogging a couple inches off this bag is that the bag was getting a little bit heavy. I mean, I expected it with the fact that I doubled up my yarn, but if I could make it a little lighter, I really would prefer to do that. All right, so here is the size of the tote bag now. A little more square, but I actually am really liking the weight of it, and I do like this better than the narrow looking bag. But here is the frogging mess that I made. It's a lot. Can't lie, it's a lot. Okay, but really quick, because we are working in the round and not turning our work, our little beginning stitch has migrated to the middle of the bag rather than the end over here. So what we are going to do is we're going to cut the yarn and reattach it to the project to start on the strap. I just realized something tedious. So I was calculating out how I want to do the straps, how long I want them, how wide I want them to be. I ended up realizing that because I was working the round and I wasn't turning my work at all, that after each row for the strap I have to cut and then add a slip knot and start over the row, cut, add a slip knot, cut. So that sucks. It will be a little tedious, but I figured out how to do it with weaving in my ends as I go. So let's get to it. Okay, so I just did my first row for the strap, but I'm actually curious to see if I turned my work and just went backwards rather than cutting the yarn, if that'll actually look good. So we're gonna try it and see how that looks. I am probably gonna end up cutting my yarn and just doing it the way I already said, but I'm trying to find a better solution. It doesn't look bad. I mean, it's not my favorite, but it doesn't look bad, I guess. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of that. Maybe if you know what, I think I have a good idea. Okay, we're gonna go with cutting the yarn because I think I will like the look of that much better, and then we can just sew everything in. Okay, you guys, I need a new plan because I'm not liking the way this is looking. If you look at this side, it is a very sharp angle. It is decreasing, and you can see that. But then on the side where I'm adding my slip knots, it is going more straight, and I'm just not liking it. It's not good. We're gonna try something else. We're gonna try to work in the round rather than going, cutting, going, cutting. I guess I probably should have done that before I did the cutting the yarn method, but that's okay. We're gonna try it out, and hopefully that's what works best for us. I am honestly very frustrated right now. I've tried like 3 different things now and none of it's working. So I think I'm gonna step away from it for a minute and make some food because I feel like when I step away, I come up with the good idea. You guys, I cracked it. I got a big old bowl of mac and cheese and I cracked it. So for the plan, we're gonna do 2 straps instead of 1 big one. Because the yarn is already doubled up, with this one strap being folded over itself, it's just gonna be a little too thick. I was thinking that maybe it could work, but now that I thought of the 2 strap idea, this is gonna be much better. So we're gonna do that thing that I've been seeing people do where they like go and do the 1 strap and go. I've never done it myself. I'm not gonna look up a tutorial. I really wanna make it my own and just kind of freehand it. I do want the straps kind of to be out here, like out here. I feel like a lot of people, when they do their straps, they make it a little closer together, and I really want a nice tote bag look. I don't really want it to look handbaggy. Okay, you guys, sun is going down, unfortunately, but I got all my stitch markers in now for where I want the straps to start, so we are going to start going around and creating those. I'm just going to add a slip knot into one of my ends. And I already counted out how many stitches I want to do. I decided that I wanted the tote bag strap to be 23 inches on the inside and 26 inches on the outside. And I know that seems like a large strap, but I do want this to stay like somewhat of a tote bag. I don't really want it to have short straps. Okay, I am at the point of the project where I'm going to start chaining for the straps, so I am increasing my hook size 0.5 millimeters to a 6 millimeter. And the reason I size up my hook is because I've noticed that with chains, the tension is a lot tighter than when you're creating regular stitches. I want to make sure that the chains aren't super tight and there's a little bit of give, just like how the stitches will have give. And if you don't want to size up your hook, you can always just use the same hook and just loosen up your tension. Okay, so I completed my first round for the straps. This is what it's looking like. I really like the length of these. I think this is going to be good. But I'm gonna keep going and I'll come back when the bag is finished. You guys, oh my gosh, I finished the bag and I freaking love it. Let me show you. Here it is. Dude, this is so freaking cute. I love it. I love that I took down the length. I really think it just looks so good. But the reason we made this bag was because we didn't want it to lose its shape when we put stuff in it. So we're gonna put a few things in it and kind of test to see if it works or not. Okay. The heaviest thing I have available to me right now is my iPad, so let's do it. Oh my gosh. Okay, we gotta put more stuff in it. Let's add a shit ton of yarn. This is a big bag of Hobby Lobby yarn that I have not used yet. We're just gonna throw it in and see if it gets lumpy. Okay, so we got the iPad in it right now. We're just gonna add some yarn. This is all the way filled. Dude, it's holding up so freaking nice. Let's try it without the iPad. It's a little lumpy, but basically what you can expect with any type of bag. Oh my god, I love this dang bag. It fits so much. How many balls of yarn is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, geez, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That was 11 balls of yarn. This bag is amazing. It doesn't feel heavy. I was really worried about the bag feeling really heavy because I doubled up my yarn, and like I said earlier, it was feeling like it was gonna get a little heavy with the straps. This is great. This is a perfect heavy duty tote bag, and I know I'm tooting my own horn at this point, but I'm sorry. I'm just super excited because I've been wanting a nice sturdy crochet bag for the longest time. I'm obsessed. I'm so sorry. I'm obsessed. Okay, you guys, but this is what the bag looks like. It is so freaking cute. I love the subtle change of colors, but I felt like this was just a better way to show you guys because obviously with me having it on, it's a little harder for you guys to see. But it is so freaking pretty. As you know, we have this line here, and it is just so cute. But thank you guys so much for joining me on this video. I really feel like it was a team effort. Like, I truly feel like it was a team effort. I don't but I am absolutely loving this bag. I love it. It is so pretty, and I will be dropping a pattern, so I'll let you guys know somewhere up here when that will be. But thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. This was an amazing first video. Bye.